After you've completed the dialogue with your student, you may want to click on the Screen tab, which is Vocabulary, which allows you to discuss individual words in the dialogue and record them.
Hello.
This is a good place to discuss meaning and also to break up longer sentences that are difficult for your student. Once you've completed that, if you choose to do it, the next thing you do is go to your skills menu, which is this little to-do list button at the bottom. Now you have all these different lessons in this basic lesson number 1. We have communications, letters, numbers, and vocabulary names. Let's look at one of them.
In English, there is a capital and a small letter for each letter in the alphabet. Names of people begin with a capital letter. Here are the letters K, M, and Z. Listen, record, and compare. Capital K, capital M, capital Z.
These lessons are pretty self-explanatory, but what you're going to want to do here is now record these, have her record these letters. So you would click on the ear here.
Capital K.
To get your recording buttons to light up. She can record these letters one after another. She can re-record them just like in the dialogue if she chooses to. And when you've completed this page, you'll turn the page down at the bottom.
Now look at the small letters for K, M, and Z. Listen, record, and compare. This is the small K. This is the small M. This is the small Z.
And again, on this page, she can record these exact lines of dialogue by clicking on the ear to get your recording buttons to light up. This says page 2 of 2, but you can still turn the page down at the bottom. And this is because there is always practice. At the end of every tutorial, you'll have a practice session. This button with the check and the X is reminding you that there's extra practice. Let's just review the buttons while we're down here. This is a rewind button. If you're interrupted, you want them to read your page again, you can click on that. It will read the entire page over again. This reminds you that there's practice. This is your skills menu, which we were just in. This is your back button, which you'll use to get out of the program. And these two turn your page back and forward. When you've completed this page, you'll turn the page to go into the practice session.
Listen and choose the correct letter. Capital Z.
In this, she will repeat what is said and then click on what she has heard. If she needs to hear it again, she'll click here.
Capital Z.
And then click, repeat, capital Z, and click.
Capital K.
It will go through this until she's done 3 correctly for each letter. This is just how you go through the practice. There'll be just 2 pages of practice in this one. If you want to get out of the program at any point, you go up, that's your back button, brings you back to that skills menu, which you can choose another lesson to practice with, and then there's a game and a quiz at the end. The game is a concentration game or memory we used to play when we were children.
9.
We try to find matches.
8.
You just keep going through it until you find
3.
matches. Some people like to play this, some people can't stand it. It's up to you. If you want to play it and it's fun for your student, go ahead. If you want to skip it, that's fine too. Let's go back to the skills menu. The last thing you would do in the lesson is quiz. Let's look at that briefly.
Listen and choose the correct letter, number, or word.
0.
There's going to be a number of questions here, 25 in this lesson. This is different from the practice in that it will not tell you if you're right or wrong. She can click any answer, and then when she's ready, she will click OK to go on to the next question. You can always click on the ear, the lower ear, to hear the instruction repeated.
0.
When she's chosen her correct answer, she clicks OK,
9.
and it will go to the next question. At the end of the quiz, it will tell you her score. We would like the students to get 86% or better before they move on, but as you're going through it with her, you'll see if there's anything particular you want to review. When you're done with the quiz, you go up, brings you back to your skills menu. Once you've done all of these lessons and the quiz, you are done with this section, and you would go up to get out. Brings you back to the dialog page. You click up again, brings you back to that main menu where you can exit out of the program when you are ready to leave.